right, folks. So here is one of our members, Erin, and she is willing to share her story and her time in the program, just to help you understand really what goes on here and just what's possible. So, Erin, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing your story. It's really appreciated. What ultimately was, before finding the potential you, what was the biggest frustration and struggle or challenge that you had in life?
Um, I had a really hard time losing weight in a way that it would stay off. So I could lose weight, but then when I stopped dieting, I would gain it all back quickly.
Totally. Totally. Yeah. You're not alone. That's how a lot of people feel. And there's just that big frustration of, oh, if I keep dieting, will this just keep happening? Right. And what happens to most people is they diet, then they stop dieting and they go right back to where they came, and then they gain even more pounds, and then they diet again, and then they go right back to even weighing more, because it's just this vicious cycle. So it's trying to get off that diet cycle. So how did the program help you with all of that?
Um, a couple of different ways. One was it made me think about how I thought about the food that I put in my mouth and in my body. It made me think about what that food was doing to me and how it made me feel and how I thought about that food. Um, it helped me to change some of my rules around food, like what I felt was normal maybe wasn't really healthy. Um, and it helped me to think about how that all impacts my family. It empowered me to make changes in my family's eating and my own eating, so that it wasn't about dieting. It wasn't about trying to lose weight. It was just about trying to live a healthy lifestyle. So it became less about a number on a scale and more about, am I fueling myself and am I fueling my kids in a way that they're going to live a healthy life?
I love all of that. That might be the commercial for that was really, really good. Yeah, and that's what I hope people get out of it. And yet I can't decide, right? So the fact that you got all of those things is huge, and it's epic. And it's thinking about, like, now where you're at now at this juncture, and knowing going forward and having the confidence to move forward. How is life different for you now? So what were some of the physical or mental or emotional results that you got out of this?
Well, I did lose some weight, which felt good.
Right.
But more than that, I feel just stronger. I feel more comfortable in my clothes, and that just means I feel more comfortable socially. I feel less self-conscious about what I'm eating, especially when I'm in public. So I don't worry about people judging me or judging my kids' lunches that I send into school. Um, I just feel empowered, I guess. And
Awesome.
I feel more in control of what I'm doing, and that feels empowering.
I love that. I love that. And just so you guys know, Erin did go on a week-long vacation in Europe. And let me ask you, did that like derail your entire results and program? Did that kill everything?
So it didn't kill everything. I did not, I was able to maintain my weight while I was gone, and enjoy myself. So that was a good thing. And then I was able to pretty quickly get relatively back on track when I got back. It was a little tough for a couple of days, but, but I
It's
was,
shit. Not only are you moving space where you are from Europe back to the United States, but it's a mental shift, totally.
yeah, it was definitely a mental shift, and it was a little tough, but I got back on track pretty quickly, and I felt good about that because in the past, if I was on a diet or something and I broke it or I cheated on it,
Mm.
it was really hard to get back.
Totally.
Yeah, I feel like my mindset shifted in such a way that it wasn't like, oh, this is a diet I have to get back onto. It was like, oh, I need to get back to my lifestyle.
I love that. I love that. All right, last thing. If you were talking to somebody that was on the fence about jumping into something like this, um, what advice would you give somebody that's kind of was maybe in your position and is thinking about taking a leap?
Um, I would say start by trying to make the small changes that you can make. Doing everything all at once is a little bit too much and too hard. It helps to have somebody that can coach you along the way so that you know what you're getting into and you have answers to your questions, which there will be many. And to just be kind and compassionate to yourself while you're doing it because it's hard.
I love that. Compassion and kindness for yourself. Nothing better than that. Awesome. I thank you so much, Erin, and I know this will be very valuable to anybody that watches it. So thank you so much.
Sure.